Puppies and Germs. This is Eureka John, Eureka Street Crypto Hub, broadcasting live at 5:57 in the morning on April 1st, 2021. It's April Fool's Day, y'all. But yeah, I don't really have any practical jokes for you, but I'm sure you see it all over Twitter. Everybody's saying that they're dumping Bitcoin for some really crappy project. I've already seen it, so all right, yeah, we'll see that joke for the rest of the day now. Yeah. All right, so I already saw one dude change his Cardano handle to an XRP handle. Saw somebody else saying he was selling all his Bitcoin for Cardano, and let the jokes begin. So what do we have here on CoinGecko? I don't really have an agenda. I spent all day yesterday working on well, I did the morning show about the stock to flow, and then I did the finishing parts of the ARC video and finally put that up. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. ARC blockchain is a really cool project, and to me it can kind of seem like it will be possibly a game changer in the fact that it might be a WordPress like blockchain, kind of a plug and play operation for anybody to build their own blockchains, in much in the same way that WordPress did for websites. And before that, if you're as old as I am, Dreamweaver, Macromedia Dreamweaver. A lot of the younger guys have never even heard of that. So yes, there was always somebody before. Nobody stands alone. We all stand on the shoulders of giants. Let's see here. Bitcoin, $58,614.27. I thought it was going to hit 60,000 yesterday. Let's see what happened. Possibly it did yesterday, and I was just asleep. Well, doesn't look like it quite got up there. Got up to 59,000. Let me make sure. Yeah, 24 hours. Got up to just over $59,571. So it's teasing. It's teasing right there at the top. It wants to hit 60,000 again. It loves 60,000. It's hit above 60,000 4 times, and keeps hitting that resistance level. And I think once it goes past that resistance level, it's game on from there. And I think that'll probably happen once we get ETFs cleared in the United States, exchange traded funds. And when that happens, ooh, yeah, it's game time. So anyway, I just want to disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not even a professional at any of this. I'm just a dude learning all this stuff, and you're along for the ride. And every single day I learn something new. And in videos, I sometimes say real completely inaccurate cockamamie stuff. But it is what it is, and I try to put out as much information as I think I know, and then I usually get corrected afterwards. That was the case with the ARC video already. It's been out a few hours ago, but Travis Walker, one of the main dudes over there, he said, nice video. Wanted to mention something though. ARC did have an ICO. Check out the what is ARC section on CoinMarketCap here. It's Occam's razor. Sometimes the most obvious solution is the correct one. I just dug in and did a bunch of research, and I never even bothered to look at CoinMarketCap. I watched some video, and I swear I heard them say that ARC never had an ICO, or maybe they gave away all their ICO tokens, or they got rid of them, or something like that, and that they weren't really holding their own tokens. But I don't know. I was under the impression that ARC did not have an ICO, but he directs me to CoinMarketCap. It's kind of like to me, it's kind of like bruh, dude, here's CoinMarketCap. You can see it for yourself. ARC had an ICO in 2016, and later that year, which raised $800,000, which is really honestly kind of a drop in the bucket compared to a bunch of these other ICOs for a bunch of vaporware and crap coins that just kind of flew by night. So ARC did not really raise that much money, and they ended up they do hold some tokens, but they use it for development and for GitHub bounties and stuff like that. So anyway, you can watch that whole video. Other than that, I'm happy with the video. It's done in my typical fashion. I had kids knocking at my door, and people constantly messing with me the whole time. I'm trying to make the videos, because that's why I get up at before the ass crack of dawn here to do anything, because it's the only time I can really get anything done. Anyway, so let's look back at the scoreboard here. Ethereum has also been playing just the tip here. $1,929.79. Let me see if Ethereum touched 2,000 while I was asleep. Let's see here. Come on now. Well, while this is loading, let's look over here. All-time high, February 20th, and that was $2,042.93. And so we have not hit that yet. So, well, I can't see the damn chart. Come on, let's click on this thing again and see what's up. Yep, alright, well, forget about that. So, anyway, I don't think it hit 2,000. So, I would have heard all about it all over Twitter if it did. And, yeah, so it did not hit 2,000 in the past 24 hours. So, right on. Okay, let's go back up. And let's check out third place in the scoreboards. Binance up 27.5% in the past 7 days, 7.6% in the past 24 hours. I've been seeing still more and more articles about Binance and how amazing it is, and so, all right, we'll roll with it for now. Tether, stablecoin. Yep, number 4. But Tether is kind of just, Tether and the other stable coins are just kind of these weird little pegs in the scoreboard. They're stable coins. They don't really do anything except for move up and down and bother the other coins. People use stable coins to trade in and out of for a quick and easy transaction, so they don't have to mess with the waiting times with their bank. And then whenever they see a dip, they will immediately trade some of their Tether or USDC or other stable coin to get into a cryptocurrency, and then when they see something that they think is the top, they'll sell part of it or all of it to move into a stable coin as kind of a landing dock to kind of figure out what their next course of action will be. So that is the purpose of stable coins. Always pegged to the dollar, or supposed to be. Or, you have things like Paxos Gold and stuff like that that are pegged to gold supposedly as well. And there's other stable coins that are pegged to other assets. Cardano in 5th place, Polkadot in 6th place, XRP at 56 cents. I wonder if this is going to be a green day today. I think it is. Yesterday was just complete moon porn all over Twitter. Everywhere you looked, it was just moon this, moon that. So, I don't know. Uniswap 29.34. Filecoin has been making moves up in the top 10 now. 212.44. Filecoin has absolutely been blowing up. A decentralized file sharing platform using the IPFS platform, the IPFS protocol or whatever. And a lot of applications and projects are using Filecoin. So it's good to see Filecoin moving on up. It's better than seeing some of these other tokens moving on up. However, Litecoin is still right here in number 10. I wouldn't mind for Chainlink and Theta to just kind of go ahead and move on up past Litecoin and even Filecoin and Uniswap and especially XRP. Let's move it on up, y'all. Chainlink did hit $30, and let's take a quick look at that. I like my stinky linkies. I have built up quite a bit of them over the past year and a half or so. I think the returns in the past year are 1,221.3%. So I think I'm doing pretty good on my Chainlink. So let's go back here, and it did hit $30 last night. So Theta Network dropped down to 11.87, which to me is not bad. I've been sitting on Theta for a long time, and to see it even above $10 to me is amazing. There are so many new developments coming out. They did delay this development that was coming out this month to July in order to do things right and correct. And this is not a project known for a bunch of delays and known for disorganization. They have huge partners, and I did see somewhere that they are going to be putting edge nodes on mobile apps. Am I correct about that? If I'm not correct, let me know, and I'm sure people will. But if that happens, you get edge nodes on mobile apps. Yeah, I can't even begin to talk about where things will be going with that. USD coin, stable coin. All right. So I did want to look at some others down here. Aave has been kind of blah. It got up into the mid 500s and it's dropped down and stayed right about mid 3s to low 4s. So, okay, Bittorrent has been doing very well at up to 0.005. So if you're looking for some kind of valid project that's under a penny, well, Bittorrent might just be your project. And if you don't know what Bittorrent is and you never used it in college or high school or whatever, it's a real easy way to download movies and especially ones that are just coming out and things like that. So, and now they're on the blockchain. So they're using the Tron blockchain, which is odd to me. But apparently the Tron blockchain has been doing pretty well lately. I know it's gotten a lot of criticism for Justin Sun, the founder, and his antics and his whole announcement. And then, so... And all just his other crazy drunk antics and everything like that. But whatever. To each their own. I've been guilty of drunk antics in the past as well. So can't fault the guy. So let's say here, hey, what's up, EdQuay411? Researching Theta. Just started watching you December 6, 2020. Wow. Man. Well, thanks, man. Fellow Texan from Dallas, Fort Worth. Well, cool, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm in Leander now. Was in Austin, Central Austin, and living on Eureka Street back then, which is where I got this name, Eureka Street Crypto Hub. And Eureka Street was, quite an educational experience for me in many ways, but it is the first place where I started learning about crypto, and I jumped into Dogecoin and XRP and all that stuff. And then I moved on to greener pastures. And and here I am now broadcasting things that I've learned and trying to document my journey. So let's go on down here to Hedera Hashgraph at 35 cents. And Hedera, they got a bunch of big things going on. They have their Hedera Learning Center here. That they talk about their decentralized platform. They have what is a CBDC. I think they're priming people up. Because they are working with the World Economic Forum and a bunch of huge corporations, and they are lubing up the you-know-what to go ahead and get themselves inserted in just about every aspect of our life. So, Hedera Hashgraph's going to be big, no doubt. It just depends on whether or not you want to jump into that type of thing. I am in it, honestly. I want to go where the money is, and I think it's going to be in Hedera Hashgraph. Let's see what else they have in their learning section. Sorry, that page is missing. Okay, maybe I hit something wrong. So anyway, this video is, I've done a video about Hedera Hashgraph. I got plenty of praise and criticism for it, and this was an interesting project to cover. So check it out for yourself. Anyway, so let's look at an article. Oh yeah, I did want to touch on and check out Unibright, one of my longtime holds and favorites. And Unibright's at $1.52 right now, up 15.2%. So I really am stoked about that. Let's see where Unibright's going to go. They have all these partnerships, including Coca-Cola, and Accenture, and now they have the parent company, the holding company of companies like Target and 7-Eleven and everything like that. So, I mean, and Microsoft, SAP, basically what they are, they started out as a graphical user interface for people to be able to drag and drop and create smart contracts in WordPress style. Kind of what Arc blockchain is claiming that they are for creating blockchains, kind of a drag and drop, plug and play type of system. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually have any type of collaboration, competition. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Atiluno? Nice to see you on here as well. Let's go ahead and get you a little something, something. The Theta TV is what I'm broadcasting on, and people are catching on to Theta all over the world. It's been a pretty interesting thing to witness in this past year. I did see that Theta is now on Gate.io and T-Fuel, so if you want to buy it on there, I don't know. I mean, being from Texas, it's kind of iffy. I went to Gate.io, and then I got the big old, if you're from the United States, you're forbidden type of screen. So I was like, all right, man, I'll back off of that. Maybe through a VPN I could do it. I do have a VPN on this computer, but when they start getting into all the KYC, which is what I got into trying to use Binance. Yeah, I mean, they see my driver's license. It has a big old America on there, and then but for Binance US, they see my address as Texas, and so you can't get. You can use a VPN to do some basic trading activities sometimes, but if you really want to dig in and use an exchange, and you have to show your license for KYC, VPN doesn't really help there. So. My solution is just Simple Swap. Just like the name, simpleswap.io is the easiest place to get things like Theta and stuff that's only available on these exchanges. Why is one of the most advanced countries in the world so hardcore about regulating what you can and can't buy? I mean, I guess that's with technocracy comes or financial dominance comes a lot of restrictions as well. So I don't know. So anyway, Tether has been under this lawsuit, and basically they got sued, saying that you don't have the money to back up everything that you have pegged to the dollar on your stable coins, which is a lot of money, more than I'm ever gonna have. I never say never, but probably not. So, yeah. There is always a chance. So anyway, Tether is the most popular stablecoin, pegged to the dollar. The on-off ramp for jumping in and out of cryptocurrencies when you see dips. And the market cap of Tether, as you can see here, and let me make sure I don't see any periods, which I don't, $40 billion, $740 million, $246,000. and $630, and I'm sure there's some cents in there too. So just to get specific. So Tether settlement: 4 biggest takeaways from landmark case. New York Attorney General sued Bitfinex and Tether nearly 2 years ago. Today they settled for $18.5 million, and here's what you need to know. So I'm not going to go totally into this article, but it says it's a stable coin, which is supposedly pegged to fiat currency. The issue is always supposed to hold as much in fiat as it creates in crypto. In this case, it's the US dollar. And then let's see here. It's raised suspicions in the past for inconsistent claims about how much money it's actually holding in for issuing USDT en masse. Billions of new Tethers have been summoned up this year, and detractors claim Tether doesn't have money to back them all. Wow, sounds familiar to the Federal U.S. Reserve. So anyway, much of the New York Attorney General's investigation into Tether has centered around whether each USDT is really backed 1-to-1 by fiat, as the company has previously claimed. Well, I might want to check into our own banks for that as well, this fractional reserve type of thing. Anyway, the penalty: leave New York and pay up. So they have to pay New York. New York is the harshest about any type of financial activities, and I think it's because the proximity to Wall Street and just the glow of that green glow of Wall Street just oozes regulations. For the next 2 years, they'll also be required to submit quarterly reports about how much money they have in their reserves, as well as how they're working to exclude New Yorkers from their services. Crypto advocates have framed this as being good for transparency. The Attorney General has also mandated that Tether and Bitfinex include information about transfers of funds, along with verification that Bitfinex and Tether have appropriately segregated client, reserve, and operational accounts. For their part, Tether and Bitfinex have not had to admit to any of the wrongdoings outlined in the state 8 pages of findings. The OAG says Tether was unbacked. Anyway, it goes on about, how they say, you didn't have that, and they say, yes, we did. Prove it. Okay, we'll prove it. It was not in money, but it was in reserves. And they say, well, what is reserves? Well, we don't really know what reserves are, but we do have it. Okay, so anyway, they went on to have to prove it. And let's see here. Tether is trying to be more transparent, but questions linger. Tether claims its coins are backed by reserves worth over $35 billion, but it hasn't exactly said what it's invested in. $35 billion, now that is $40 billion. So just add 5 more billion on there just to top it off. And yeah. So real quick, let me look over here at this chat. Been watching Theta since at $3, studying and ready to buy. Thanks for the info. Following Bix Weir and others. Bix Weir, cool. I'll check them out. $3. Congratulations. That's really good, EdQua411. I'm buying Tether since $3, and not Tether, Theta, they both start with a T, is and now it's at 12 something, 11 something, and I think it's going to go to the moon. So anyway, back to Tether. So congratulations on that. That's awesome. Yesterday, stablecoin issuer Tether released an attestation regarding its reserves. The amount of assets that back each coin is the first such attestation from Tether in years, and it hasn't exactly reassured the skeptics. According to the document, which consists of Tether's own report, plus a statement from a small Cayman Islands accounting firm called Moore Cayman as of February 28th, Tether had around $35.3 billion in assets and $35.2 billion in liabilities. So they're running I could probably live for the rest of my life off of the difference between 35.3 billion and 35.2 billion. So, but that 0.1 billion, yeah, I'll take it. Anyway, they're fighting over pennies. And 35 billion of those liabilities related to digital tokens issued, which is to say they were backing the Tethers in circulation at that time. It's a gesture towards transparency from a company that's faced intense scrutiny for its evasiveness in the past. The New York State Attorney General's office recently concluded its long-running probe into Tether's operations, fined the company $18.5 million as a settlement. Just February 28th, according to the attestation, Tether had 35.3 billion on February 28th, supporting the 35 billion in Tether circulating at that time. But what about before the 28th? Oh man. Anyway, they're going down through it, and then they're trying to define what assets are. It says that Tether's consolidated total assets amounted to at least 35. It all clarifies that the group's reserves held for its digital assets exceeded the amount required to redeem the digital tokens issued. It raises an important question. If some of that 35 billion in digital assets, how are those assets being valued? Cryptocurrencies are notoriously volatile, and a dip in the market would surely affect the digital assets held by Tether. It's unclear what kind of assets they are. And what about future reports? Tether must publish the categories of assets backing Tether, specifying the percentage of such. Wow. Yeah, it just sounds like the spreadsheets that I have to make at work sometimes, and then the people up at the top see it and they're like, yeah, can you just go ahead and break this down like this and like that? And it's just constant nitty-gritty detail that needs to be fine-tuned and hair split. So yeah, they're just trying to find a reason and trying to justify it to bring down Tether. I mean, I don't really care, honestly. I mean, if Tether were brought down, it would affect the crypto industry significantly and probably drop a lot of prices if they were to be completely brought down. So it would affect a lot of things, but just Tether itself, I don't even really use it that much. If I use a stable coin, I'll generally use DAI or USDC. And I don't really know why. That's just kind of what I just started doing, so I stuck with it. Anyway, I do want to do one more thing before I sign off. I'm right at 24 minutes. Random number generator. Since I want to have some fun, since I talked about some really dry topics like the stock to flow network, Tether now, Lightning network, all that stuff to me is not really fun. So I want to have some fun. And I'm going to go ahead and generate a number. Let's say min. Let's branch off into some things we don't know. And max, let's do, I don't want to go that far. Let's do 500. We'll go 600. Okay, so I'm going to generate a number here. We have 207. Let's go over here to CoinGecko. And let's see what number 207 is. So scroll down. And it's probably on page 3. Okay, here we go. 207 is RSK Infrastructure Framework. Let's see what this does. It's up 12.8% in the past 7 days. And all right, let's see what this price is. So it's a cheap coin at 34 cents. It's up 1%. Let's see what its performance is. See, this is how I discover projects sometimes, because I just act like a complete ape. And I do totally Chad and ape and just stuff. I'm learning all this, younger kid lingo like Chads and apes and stuff like that. And I try to use it effectively, but sometimes I just sound old. And that's okay. I'm all right with that. I'm comfortable in my own pants. So let's see here. Yeah, okay, so it has been doing fairly well. The RSK, I feel like I've heard of that. Let's go down here and see what it does. Price today at 24-hour trading volume of $7,882,141. RIF price is up 1% in the 24 hours. It is a token developed on the RSK platform, and I know I've heard that somewhere. I can't remember where. Allowing holders to consume and interact with services within the RFIOS framework. No, RIFOS framework, also built upon RSK, is a suite of distributed protocols built to enable fast, simple, and scalable development of distributed applications within a highly scalable, secure, and unified environment. Wow, that's a mouthful of a lot of buzzwords. The RSK framework, in combination with the RIF token, allows developers to deploy and interact with the applications built atop the RIFOS framework. These include, amongst other things, third-party developed infrastructure services, as well as any additional applications deployed on the RSK framework. It's intended to allow any token holder to consume any services that are compatible with the RIFOS. Okay, so I need to figure out what the RIFOS protocol and framework is. The token is supposedly a utility token to be able to use those, so it's kind of like your little Chuck E. Cheese ticket to be able to play the video games within the Chuck E. Cheese framework. So let's see here. Let's go to rifos.org, and a lot of these cryptocurrency projects have their little Chuck E. Cheese coins to be able to play within their Chuck E. Cheese network. So decentralized sharing economies built on RSK. Okay. What is a decentralized sharing kind of collaborative marketplaces where individuals interact on a peer-to-peer basis, coordinated by immutable smart contracts? RFI's goal is to enable decentralized sharing economies to flourish in order to empower and protect the value of individuals. Okay, service providers connect with potential customers, and users can subscribe, consume. Building blocks fully. Interesting. Okay. So they have RFID, RIF storage, RIF communications, payments, and gateways. Interesting. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day, and I will probably dig into a little more to this to take a look and see what the deal is. Marketplace. Let's click on Marketplace real quick. Your marketplace for decentralized services. Name services, storage. Huh. Cool. All right. Well, there's my token, my random number generator token. So sometimes serendipity is the best way to discover some things, although I wouldn't rely on serendipity every single day and every single case, because sometimes you'll just end up in complete disaster. And who knows, maybe end up paying child support over it. But yeah, let's see here. Tron up 60.3%. Okay. All right, so, the CRO token, let me just double check that, still at 21 cents. There was some news on the CRO token. I'll have to look back at that. All right, so anyway, kind of just a random episode, serendipitous episode, if you will. So, I think I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. I got to get on and do my commute to work and do the deal. Back on the chain gang, and I'm way too awake for 6:26 in the morning right now, but this is how I started my day. I want you guys to have a good day. Discover something new. Maybe do a little random number generator for yourself. Make today April Fool's Day and have a little fun with it. And yeah, use that random number generator, stumble onto something, do something serendipitous today. Let's call it Serendipity Day and stuff. All right, I will talk to you guys later, and yeah, talk to you tomorrow. And my next video is going to be over audio token and the Audius project, because I have my nose way up the butt of that project. I love it. So, all right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later. And see you later, EdQuay4011. See you around. Thanks for sharing. Next video is episode 90, delay. Yeah, a lot of people, some people did not like that video. All right. Anyway, have fun. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.